Now, I always love quoting something you've said for the last couple of years. I would love for Phil to run for office because you have said for years you believe that once people are on Social Security, they shouldn't have to be taxed.
75. I believe that once you're 75, if you worked for 50 years, raised your children, paid taxes, worked your tail off like most of us have, tax-paying, constitutional, conservative individual, not a Democrat or Republican. I was both at one time. The fact of the matter is, I think you should be in a 0% tax bracket. And we're going to have this client appreciation event up at Horseshoe Bay Yacht Club. It's actually a weekend where our clients stay up at the resort. We have all kinds of events, golf, wine tasting, all kinds of, and a big, huge party. 70% of our clients that go to these things, they're 7- and 8-digit clients, and they retire tax-free. For many of them, we've converted 7-digit Roth 7-digit IRAs over to 7-digit Roth IRAs by doing it 100,000, 150,000, 75,000 at a time each year. They put a plan in place as opposed to not putting a plan in place.
And let me be clear for you, Phil, because I want to give you the props as well. I appreciate you saying it, that they go into retirement tax-free. They put a plan in place. It's that you put a plan in place for them. You and your team will help them with that plan to implement.
You're right, Spike, but you don't know what you don't know, and this is why we're all about educating our clients and helping them understand, because I tell them, even if you choose not to work with us, that's fine. I still want you to retire tax efficiently. I want you to be tax-free, but at the very least, tax efficiently, okay? Because how long do you think these tax cuts are going to stay? Do you think this current administration is going to be here forever? You and I both know they're going to continue to spend, and I'm talking about every politician, all right? You still got people on Medicaid here that are able-bodied that are complaining because they don't want to go out and work 20 hours a week. Can you believe that that's in the big bill, the big, beautiful bill? If you're on welfare and you're able-bodied, okay, no, you can't sit at TV watching Netflix, gobbling down all kinds of popcorn, okay, getting not exercising, they want you to go out and work 20 hours a week. That could be community service. You go out and you do something, and then you can get your Medicaid and your welfare.
All right. We've got a few minutes left in the show. What takeaways from all of this big, beautiful bill, and when you were closing out the webinar,
so
how
you
did you
still get the standard deduction, folks. If you're single, you get $15,000 on top of everything else that we talked. $15,750. Last year it was $15,000. They indexed it up for inflation. If you're married, filing joint, that $30,000 for married, filing joint. Now it's $31,500. It indexed up another $1,500. And not only that, in addition to that $6,000 and $12,000, you get 65 and over. Guess what? If you're a single filer, you still get another deduction of $2,000. And if you're a married couple, you get the same $1,600 for each qualifying spouse that's over 65. That's on top of the $6,000 and the $12,000. They did one heck of a job, my brother.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of them sharpening the pencil, and I think everybody that is able-bodied should go out and contribute. I don't care if you really want to be, it doesn't matter if you don't want to work in a job, okay, you can at least do some community service. You can help out, and then we don't mind paying your bills, health care, food, clothing, shelter, money. You got to do something. And so with that being said, I'm glad they put that in the bill.
You're listening to Retire Smart Austin Radio with Phil Capriotti Sr., your financial advisor, a recovering taxaholic who loves it. We spent 45 minutes of our show today talking about taxes. I'm going to ask you about the stock market real quick. But for our listeners out there, for our viewers of the videos, 855-348-5157. Get your complete review. It'll get your Morningstar risk report, your tax review. How do we take advantage of some of these things that have been put into office for you to use? Make sure we're saving as much of your hard-earned money in retirement. How do you get invited to the tax-free retirement party from Phil Capriotti? You got to do a little bit of the work with us. You might need to do some of those Roth conversions.
I got to tell you one last thing, and folks, we're going to do another show in a couple days on this, but I just want to tell you, we just rolled out we work with BlackRock, okay? We have proprietary portfolios with BlackRock. We've been doing this for 5 years. It's a new software called 55IP. When I say new software, it's been out for 2 years. They've tested it on foundations with one of our companies that we manage these portfolios with. What it does is it does tax harvesting, folks. And instead of once a year or 4 times a year, we're doing tax harvesting 26, 30 times a year. We're selling losses, offsetting it with gains, so we have a 0% long-term capital gain to provide clients with 0% income out of their taxable portfolios.
I think you could do an entire webinar on this alone.
We're gonna do it. I want to do it on show, but I wanted to wet their whistles because we've been doing it for the last 2 years. I haven't really thrown it out there on air, but now we're really working on it. And guess what? My son Parker out in Phoenix, they got him running the program with BlackRock, this 55IP. One last thing, folks. Do you know that you can do qualified charitable distributions? You can send your R&D directly to your churches or charities. Well, guess what? You don't have to. Now, if you're age 70 and a half or older in 2025, you can donate up to $108,000 directly from your IRA to any qualifying charity that's a 501c3. I'm going to let you end it on that, Spike.
Yeah.
There are so many things in this big, beautiful bill. Come into our big, beautiful office, and let's talk about it.
You got it. For Phil Capriotti Sr., I'm Spike Spangle. A few different things here. And Phil, though, will give us a quick review on all of the reports, but the phone number for you to call to get started on your absolutely free review, your tax analysis, your tax report, your income plan, estate planning conversations, Social Security maximization, it's one phone number or one website. Use it right now. 855-348-5157. Folks are standing by. They'll schedule that appointment for you. Or go to empoweringretirement.com. That's empoweringretirement.com. Phil, with all of these great tax announcements, is now the time to wait until next year to see what your tax results are going to be?
Spike, he who hesitates, he and she who hesitates is lost. You call now, you come on into the office. The reason we're opening up all of these additional offices is because we have listening and viewing audience within a 50-mile radius of Austin proper. We're going to be in every one of these communities. And this is why I say you call now. We do Zoom meetings with clients if you're too far away. We simply want to help. We want to show you what a real complete advisory firm and fiduciary does for their clients.
And what is the other part of your motivation? There are over 11,000 Americans turning 65 every single day from now until 2027. You want to get ahead of the planning to make sure you've got time to get these maneuvers done. So do yourself a favor. Call 855-348-5157. Phil, sometimes I just wish you'd bring a little bit of energy to the show. Phil, I love your passion for everything you do. I love doing these programs. I know you've got advisors to go and talk to, new folks to teach them your way. So I'll let you get out of here, folks. Call the phone number, go to the website, 855-348-5157, or go to empoweringretirement.com. Phil Capriotti Sr., thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Talk to you tomorrow.